it's Vember and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. If you do like anything that you see today, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel just so you don't miss any more of my shenanigans. Anyways, so today for you guys, I have a speed build. It's going to be, or it is, hello. It is a trailer that I built in Oasis Springs. For once, I was not building in Newcrest. I decided to try something new, and as well as something else new, I decided to build this trailer diagonally. I have never in my life built anything diagonal at all, ever. So this was a learning curve for me, for sure. At first, I was going strong. I'm not gonna lie. When I started my stream, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build a trailer. I'm gonna do it diagonally. It's gonna be awesome. Let's see what happens. And I kind of started to run into some trouble, unfortunately, and the trouble's right here on your screen, as you can see when it came to the stairs. I thought that I could move the building and switch it so that it was straight, and then I would add the stairs and then, move it back diagonally. However, because I started to build diagonally, it would only shift from one diagonal to the other and back and forth. So I was kind of like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? There's gonna be no stairs, my Sims aren't gonna be able to go into the house. Oh my god, it's a disaster. But then I remembered that there is a foundation that is diagonal, so I just added that to the porch and finally was able to add regular stairs. Thank God. So we continue with the build, as you can see. I feel like this build came out pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite cute. I'm not so sure if I'm sold on the whole fact that the trailer is green. I kind of wanted to do a brighter color like yellow, but the more that I thought about it, because we are in a desert, there's already a lot of golden and yellow hues because, we're not anywhere else where there's like regular, I guess, lighting, can you say? I don't know, the Sims 4 lighting is bad to begin with anyway. And even though I do have reshade to kind of help it out, I felt like the reshade made the build even brighter when I was building in the world, so I felt like, okay, fine, we'll just stick with green. It's a darker color. I feel like in the end it came out pretty cute. I do like it. I do plan on making a family to put inside this build at some point, which is something I don't always do. A lot, believe it or not, there are a lot of builds that I have on my gallery that I never play with, ever. I'm one of those people where I turn on my game, I build a house, I upload it to YouTube or my other social medias, and I make sure to put it on the gallery so other people, of course, can download it and put it in their neighborhoods, and then that's it. Once it's built in a save, it kind of just sits there because I have a save specifically just for builds that I just go in and demolish a build I've already did if I want to use that particular lot, and that is it. Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna try to use this build for a family. I kind of had an idea of a family that I was going to make when I was building this house to begin with, and I feel also that playing in Oasis Springs would be pretty fun. I do have like my own like private saves that I play Sims with on my own, when I just want to mess around and stuff, take pictures and things like that. But typically I have them either in Newcrest, or I would have them, well, actually most of the time, yeah, it is on Newcrest, or I would have them in Brindleton Bay, which is another neighborhood that I play a lot in. Recently, with my Get a Life challenge, I do have my main family. For that challenge, they are living in Sulani, but that's just because they're mermaids, and I felt it was easier for them to be able to get to, the ocean to go swimming and stuff like that. Because even though they can bathe, I believe they do get a moodlet if they don't actually go in salt water for a time. Like, it becomes an issue. So I felt like it was just be easier for them to have the ocean in their backyard so they can go, and just in case any of the future children in the generations happen to be a mermaid, I will go on ahead and have them living there. Although I believe the third or fourth generation, I do have to move them to, I think it's San Myshuno. So we'll see how apartment living goes, because I really don't play with apartments either. I renovated a few on my own. I believe I've uploaded maybe 1 or 2 videos on my channel of a renovated apartment, but that's about it. I really don't use them that often, so that'll be interesting. Anyway, so we just finished the front yard. I went on ahead and added some greenery. Not too much though, because again, they are in a desert, so I didn't want to put like too much on there for them. because I felt like it would be kind of out of place if I just had like a whole bunch of like vegetation. So I ended up putting like just a little here, a little there. I made sure to kind of put some dirt with the sand just so it wasn't just plain sand all over the place. And I feel like adding a little bit of greenery here and there made the build a little bit better. I like it. I mean, I'm still working on trying to get better when it comes to doing like landscaping, but in the end, like I said, I feel like it came out pretty good. Now for the floor plan for the trailer, it's not that big. I managed to make it 2 bedrooms, which is what I was aiming for, because I'm not someone who plays Sims by themselves. I usually try to get them with a partner as soon as I can, and then I want children, because I don't know, I think it's cute for them to have kids and the kids like doing their thing and stuff like that. Like, even though I feel like they could do so much more when it comes to like children and teenagers like they did in The Sims 3, I still have my fingers crossed gameplay wise that they will come up with more things for the teenagers and the kids to do. You know, I really do hope. I'm praying. Anyway, so I got the bathroom done. I settled on a bathtub. I was gonna put a bathtub and a shower, but they both didn't fit, and I felt like, we'll just use a bathtub, even if it takes longer for them to bathe because it is a bathtub. I feel like it just works better, so we went with that. Now here on this side, we are doing the kitchen. Excuse me. We're setting the kitchen up here. I went on ahead and went with like just light wood. I didn't have like a hardcore like color scheme when it came to this build. I was kind of just winging it for the most part. So if it seems a little disorganized, I do apologize. Of course, you already know, like if you download my builds and you want to change stuff, feel free to. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's so many people who went on ahead and like fixed my kitchens and stuff like that just because they look kind of goofy. I don't know. Kitchens usually are my favorite rooms to decorate. I like adding shelves. Like, I liked how on here I added the separate shelves on top there so that they could go on ahead and like pick their spices. Even though I know the Sims don't do that, I like to dream that they do. So I thought it was pretty cute to add that on there, of course with the cabinets and everything else. I also made sure to add a sink, even though most of my Sims by nature will rather wash their dishes in the bathroom or the upstairs bathroom, even though they'll pass 2 bathrooms to get there. That sink, for whatever reason, is the sink they want to wash their dishes in. And my Sims are independent, so therefore they do those weird things. Anyways, I want to apologize also for the fast camera movement. I had to speed up this video because this was a 3-hour stream. I cut it down with my normal speed that I use for my uploads, but the video was still 20 minutes long. And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure nobody wants to sit here for 20 minutes and hear me talking about nonsense. So I raised it up a little bit. It doesn't seem to be too bad when it comes to me actually building, but when I'm circling a lot and moving to rooms, I've noticed it is a bit ridiculous. So fair warning, if you get motion sickness, I am so sorry. I'm going to try to make sure that the next video I do isn't moving around all too much. So again, I'm sorry if you get nauseous. Like, I really do apologize. That was not my intention, of course, at all. Anyhow, so now we moved on to the living room. I feel like the living room is pretty spacious and it's pretty basic too. Like, I ended up just putting a couch, a couple of chairs. The little TV that I got, I really think it's cute. It's a little boob tube. Like, I feel like it came with Eco Lifestyle, I believe, and it's just so adorable, and I thought it would be fitting to be in their living room because they're not really like an upscale family or anything. It's just a family of 3 Sims. I went on ahead and just wanted to make sure there was enough seating in case they had like company over and stuff, and that the living room was, you know, cozy but put together, as well as there was just space for them to kind of like, you know, move around, watch TV, play video games. I'm really trying to get stuff where my Sims will be entertained while they were in this house. So video games I've been trying to add as much as possible because I noticed a lot of Sims like to play games there, and since I wasn't going to get them a computer or anything, I felt like it was only appropriate. Now for their little front area here, it's basically just like a mudroom for the most part. Like, I went ahead and put the coat rack there, and I put like where they would put their shoes, and I went on ahead and moved on to I put a mirror up there just so they can, you know, take a look at themselves for a second and, you know, stuff like that. So I thought that, you know, that was fine for that area because I was kind of worried what to put there, but it made sense when I was finally doing it. And now we're on to the parents' bedroom, which I used a lot of items from cats and dogs, just because, I don't know, I felt like it was more homey, cozy wise as well. I think that wallpaper is base game for the most part, I can't remember now. I think it is. If not, it has to have come with cats and dogs, the pattern and stuff. I don't know. I thought it was cute when I was doing it, and I've never used that dresser there, but that also came with Eco Lifestyle, and I went on ahead and figured that it was fitting for the room. So here I'm just adding a few extra items on there. The room's not overly ginormous, but for once it was big enough to add like a dresser, to add like a plant. When I finish fiddling with that on the corner there, I do end up putting a few stuffed animals. They're not for the parents, obviously. I thought it would just be funny to see it, to say like maybe the child left a few of their stuffed animals in their room. Just, I don't know. I thought it was just a cute little detail, so I really liked it. So I just went with it. I made sure to add a little bit more plants in the room, just so they would have some kind of little clutter items. I really wish that The Sims 4 would come up with a pack, like just something to have better clutter items. Like, I know there's a lot with every expansion they give us, there's more, but as a builder, I personally feel like there's not enough. Like, there's never enough clutter, ever. And since I upload all my builds up onto the gallery, even though there's so many amazing CC creators, when it comes to extra clutter, I can't use it in those builds just because, you know, I wouldn't want you guys to download it and then realize, oh, well, I can't use it because of CC. Anyway, so this video is getting close to the end. This is a child's room. I basically made it blue for all the boy colors. And yeah, sorry. I was making it for a boy, so I went with blue. Of course, if you want to change it, that's fine too. But it's very simple, just a bed, a chair, you know, a little bit of clutter here or there. He has a desk to do his homework, and just simple things like that. I feel like it came out pretty good, and I don't know, I just enjoyed it, and I felt like the build came together really well. Anyway, so the pictures are about to come up. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. If you want to download it, I will have it in the gallery in the link down below. And again, if you guys enjoyed everything that you saw today, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and be sure to check out my Twitch, where I do a lot of live streams of The Sims building, and then I also play other games like Dead by Daylight and Planet Zoo and other games like that. But anyways, I'll check you guys later, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!